Welcome. In front of me I have the CUBOT Max 3 and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick spec sheet look, however you want to call it. So yeah, anyway, let's just flip it over, and here we have a couple informations like the actual screen size, which is almost 7 inches in size, which is absolutely insane, with HD plus resolution, which is no way. So they're using apparently a 720p resolution right here. That's what they call HD plus, which I don't see where the plus is, considering 720p is HD only. Anyway, then we have a hole punched camera, which is a 16 megapixel sensor, MT6762D, which is a Helio P22 processor. Then we have a rear camera at 48 megapixels, 10 watt charger, Type-C charging port, which is actually a really nice thing to have on a budget device. This is about $150. So having a Type-C port, surprisingly, even in 2022, is a rarity at a budget device, because these manufacturers still include micro USB for the most part. So I do point this out, nicely done for including that. And then we do have a quite hefty 5000 mAh battery, powered by Android. I would damn hope so. So anyway, I'll just pop it open. Now at the front, the picture I think might be a little bit misleading how the phone actually looks like. Something tells me that this budget device looks a little bit worse than it's presented right here, with this super slim bezels and almost curved glass. So let's get a comparison right here. And would you look at that, it's nothing close to what you would expect. So yeah, the glass number one is flat. There's zero curve to it. You can basically see it right here. So yeah, zero curve to it, compared to how it looks like right here, where it looks like the device is rounded overall. Yeah, there ain't no round here. So like I thought, it's a little bit misleading in terms of how the device looks like on a picture and how it actually looks like in reality. Though I will mention the bezels, from right where I look, seem to be fairly small apart from the chin, which is going to be big. Now another thing to mention is these phones have a removable battery. I did figure that out on a P50, which I was very surprised because the device didn't want to turn on, because they do have actually a removable cover. Oh crap, that is stiff as heck. Now usually I would like them to come off a little bit easier than this. I'm also kind of scared that I might break something, but it looks like it came off. Now, as you can see, there's our 5000 mAh battery. So I just take it out, and damn, that is actually half of the phone's weight, which is a little bit surprising. So remove this, and then put the battery back in. And it should turn on now. Yep, and there we go. As you can see, the bezels aren't that bad around. They're nothing perfect, but still, for the size of the device, they seem to be reasonable. The bottom is the only biggest one. Now we do have a fingerprint sensor, which is surprising at this price range, which is on the not really power button, because I don't think this is the power button, because this is the power button. So this is just a sensor. Yep. So So this is just a sensor and our power key is above. Now let's move over to the actual specs of this phone. So I already mentioned the display, which was the 720p, almost 7 inches in size, which was a little bit huge. And just as a comparison, I'm gonna bring my phone, which is the Huawei P50, well, not P50, what am I saying, the Mate 20, that was it, 20 Pro. And you can see this phone used to be a big phone at one point, but it is dwarfed by this absolute behemoth, an absolute unit of a device. So yeah, anyway, let's move over to the specs. So it's an IPS LCD display, 720 by 1640 pixels, puts it at 258 pixels per inch, so really underwhelming. It has 64 gigs built-in storage with 4 gigs of RAM. 4 might be a little bit low, but you don't have any other options right here. It's running Android 11, so at least that's okay-ish. We already have Android 12, just for the people that don't know, and Android 13 has already come out as a beta for Google Pixel. So shortly this device will be 2 Androids behind. And honestly, there's not much more to say about it. It has a hefty battery at 5000 mAh battery. It has a triple camera setup, or at least looks like a triple camera setup, but this is a $150 device, or roughly around that price range, so I would only brace myself for a 1 camera setup, honestly, which was the 48 pixels. Yep, 48 pixels. I wouldn't really count the rest of the sensors in. They're usually something like a 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth, which are just absolute crap and shouldn't be used for anything. So if you can, don't use them. So yeah, that's basically the overview of this device. It's a budget phone from CUBOT, and probably one of the main selling points of it is the stupid size. Like, this is enormous. So yeah, that being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.